If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. Today, we're talking about something that a lot of men are curious about, but don't always know how to approach. What do women actually find attractive when it comes to the way a man dresses? Now, before we get into the list, let me make one thing very clear. This isn't about telling you that you have to completely change your personality, copy someone else's style, or dress a certain way just to get attention from women. Your clothes should still feel like you. The goal isn't to turn yourself into someone you're not. The goal is to understand a few style choices that tend to make a strong impression and then figure out how you can incorporate them into your own wardrobe. Because here's the truth, there isn't one universal style that every woman loves. Some women love a guy in a suit. Some prefer a guy in sneakers and a t-shirt. Some love a rugged look, while others prefer something more polished and sophisticated. Personal taste is personal taste, but when you look at the answers women consistently give when they're asked what they find attractive on men, there are definitely some patterns. So today we're going through 9 things women commonly find incredibly attractive when men wear them, and some of these are going to be obvious. Others might surprise you. Let's get into it. Number 1, a well-fitted suit. Let's start with one of the biggest classics, the suit. There's a reason the suit has remained one of the most powerful pieces of men's clothing for generations. A good suit instantly changes the way a man looks. It creates structure. It sharpens your appearance. It gives your shoulders more presence, makes your overall silhouette cleaner, and communicates that you made an effort. And that's one of the reasons women tend to notice it. There's something about seeing a man in a properly fitted suit that suggests confidence, maturity, and competence. But here's the important part. The suit actually has to fit you. You can spend a huge amount of money on a suit, but if the shoulders are too wide, the sleeves are too long, the trousers are pooling around your shoes, or the jacket looks like it belongs to somebody else, the price doesn't matter. Fit is everything. You don't necessarily need 10 suits in your closet either. In fact, one excellent suit that fits you properly is much more useful than several mediocre ones. Think about the occasions where you might actually wear it. Weddings, formal dinners, important events, professional situations, dates, celebrations, or any moment where you want to look especially polished. And there's another reason a suit works so well. It's not simply the clothing itself, it's the transformation. A man who normally dresses casually suddenly putting on a well-tailored suit can create a completely different impression. It's almost like seeing another side of his personality, and that's attractive. You don't need to wear a suit every day. That's not the point, but every man should have access to one outfit that makes him stand taller the second he puts it on. So if you don't own a suit that makes you feel genuinely confident, that's probably something worth fixing. Number 2. Button-down shirts and linen shirts. Next up, we have something much more relaxed. Button-down shirts and linen shirts. And there's one little detail that can make a huge difference here. Roll up the sleeves. There is something about a guy wearing a clean button-down shirt with the sleeves casually rolled up that gives the outfit a relaxed, confident quality. It's polished without looking overly formal. You're dressed well, but you don't look like you're trying desperately to prove that you're dressed well. That's an important distinction. Style works best when it looks natural. A crisp button-down can be worn with trousers for a more sophisticated appearance, or with jeans for something much more casual. Linen shirts are especially useful when the weather is warm. They're breathable, relaxed, and naturally give off that effortless summer aesthetic. Imagine a lightweight linen shirt, relaxed trousers or clean jeans, simple shoes, and a good watch. There's nothing complicated about that outfit, and that's exactly why it works. You don't need complicated patterns, enormous logos, or 10 accessories to create a stylish appearance. Sometimes the simplest outfit is the one that looks the most intentional. And if you're wearing a button-down shirt, don't be afraid to experiment with how you wear it. Button it up for a cleaner appearance. Leave the top 1 or 2 buttons open for something more relaxed. Roll the sleeves when the situation calls for it. You can create completely different impressions from the same shirt simply by changing how you wear it. The key is to make it look effortless rather than forced. And that's really the recurring theme throughout this entire list. The most attractive style isn't necessarily the most expensive style. It's the style that looks comfortable, intentional, and authentic. Number 3, the simple white t-shirt. Now let's go in the complete opposite direction. No suit, no complicated layering, no fancy accessories. Just a simple white t-shirt. And honestly, This might be one of the most underrated pieces in a man's wardrobe. There's something incredibly effective about a clean, well-fitting white t-shirt. It's simple, it's masculine, it's versatile, and it gives you a blank canvas to build an outfit around. You can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with chinos, you can put a jacket over it, you can wear it underneath an overshirt, you can pair it with sneakers, boots, or loafers. The possibilities are almost endless, and that's why basics are so important. A lot of men assume that dressing well means buying unusual clothes. They think they need loud patterns, expensive designer pieces, or something that immediately grabs everyone's attention, but great style doesn't always shout, sometimes it whispers. A simple white t-shirt with excellent fit and good quality fabric can look far better than a complicated shirt that doesn't fit properly. And when you're buying one, pay attention to the neckline. For most men, a clean crew neck is an incredibly reliable option. You should also pay attention to the sleeves. They shouldn't be hanging halfway down your arms, but they shouldn't be so tight that they look uncomfortable either. The shoulders should sit naturally, and the shirt should follow your body without clinging to every part of it. And don't forget about black. A clean black t-shirt can be just as useful as a white one. Black tends to create a slightly sharper, more mysterious appearance, while white feels brighter and more casual. Having both gives you a huge number of outfit options. So don't underestimate the basics. Sometimes the most attractive outfit is simply a man wearing a great-fitting t-shirt, good jeans, clean shoes, and carrying himself confidently. Number 4. A great fragrance. Now we're moving away from clothing completely, because there's one thing you can wear that people don't necessarily see immediately. They smell it, and that's fragrance. A good fragrance can become one of the most memorable parts of your presence. Think about it. You can forget exactly what somebody was wearing, but you may remember how they smelled. Scent has a powerful connection with memory. That's why finding a fragrance you genuinely enjoy can be such a useful part of your personal style, but please don't fall into the trap of thinking that buying some magical fragrance is suddenly going to transform your dating life. It won't. There is no bottle of perfume that can replace confidence, personality, grooming, kindness, conversation, or genuine connection. Fragrance should be the finishing touch, not the entire outfit. Think of it like seasoning food. A little can make the entire experience better. Too much can ruin it. So don't spray yourself 20 times before leaving the house. Choose something that works with your personality and the environment. You may want something lighter and fresher during hot weather, and something deeper during colder months or evening occasions. And most importantly, don't choose a fragrance simply because somebody on the internet says it's guaranteed to attract women. There are plenty of exaggerated claims online designed to get clicks. The fragrance doesn't make the man. The man wears the fragrance. If you already look clean, take care of yourself, dress appropriately, and carry yourself confidently. A great scent can become a memorable finishing detail. Number 5. A good watch. Next up is one of my favorite men's accessories. The watch. A watch is interesting because it can add personality without overwhelming your outfit. Some accessories can feel excessive. A watch usually doesn't. It's functional, classic, and subtle. And because it's worn on your wrist, it can naturally become part of your overall appearance without demanding everyone's attention. You don't need a massive luxury watch either. The goal isn't necessarily to show people how much money you spent. It's about finding something that works with your style. A clean, understated watch can make a casual outfit feel more intentional. A dress watch can complement formal clothing. A sportier watch can work with casual or athletic-inspired outfits. The important thing is choosing something that fits the occasion. And here's another thing I like about watches. They're one of the easiest accessories for men who don't normally wear accessories. Maybe you don't like rings. Maybe chains aren't your thing. Maybe bracelets feel strange to you. That's completely fine. A watch is enough. It gives you that little extra detail without making you feel like you're wearing too much. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive. A watch isn't attractive because of the number written on the receipt. It's attractive because it complements the person wearing it. Number 6. A simple chain. Now let's talk about something slightly more noticeable, a chain. This one has become increasingly popular, especially with younger men's fashion. And there's a reason. A simple chain can completely change an otherwise basic outfit. Imagine a plain white black t-shirt. Now add a subtle chain. Suddenly, the outfit has another layer of visual interest. That's the power of accessories. They don't necessarily need to dominate your outfit. They just need to add a little personality. But this is one area where moderation matters. You don't necessarily need multiple huge chains stacked around your neck. You don't need an enormous pendant. And you definitely don't need to copy every trend you see online. If you're going to wear a chain, choose one that works naturally with your existing wardrobe. A simple metal chain can look great with a t-shirt. A slightly more noticeable piece can work with an open collar shirt. And during warmer weather, chains can be particularly effective because you're naturally wearing fewer layers. But remember that accessories communicate something about your personality. A chain can make an outfit feel more stylish, youthful, or rebellious depending on the design. So make sure the message matches you. Don't wear something simply because somebody told you women like it. Wear it because you genuinely like how you look in it. Number 7, strong shoe game. Now we're getting to something that men often underestimate, shoes. You can have an amazing outfit from head to toe, but if your shoes look dirty, destroyed, or completely inappropriate for the outfit, they can ruin the entire thing. Your shoes matter a lot, and you don't necessarily need a massive shoe collection. You just need a few reliable options that you take care of. Let's start with the classic white sneaker. A clean white sneaker can work with jeans, chinos, shorts, casual trousers, and even some slightly dressier outfits. It's one of those pieces that can instantly make a casual outfit look more polished. Then there's the loafer. Loafers have a completely different personality. They feel classic, sophisticated, and slightly more mature. They're especially useful during warmer months when you want something more elevated than sneakers without wearing a traditional formal shoe. Then you've got boots. A good pair of boots can add structure and personality to an outfit, especially during colder months. But whatever style of shoe you choose, there's one rule that matters more than almost anything else. Take care of them, clean them, maintain them. Now when they're past their prime, there's a difference between a pair of shoes that has a little character and a pair of shoes that simply looks neglected. And when you're meeting someone for the first time, your shoes can tell them something about how much attention you pay to details. You don't need designer shoes. You need shoes that are appropriate, clean, and in good condition. That's it. Number 8, great layers. Number 8 is all about layering. And this is where your outfit can become much more interesting. Instead of simply putting on a t-shirt and jeans and calling it a day, add another piece. Maybe it's a denim jacket, maybe it's a bomber jacket, maybe it's an overshirt. Maybe it's a leather jacket. Maybe it's a lightweight coat. Layering gives you an opportunity to create depth, and the great thing is that you don't need to make it complicated. A basic t-shirt underneath a well-fitting jacket can completely transform the outfit. Dark jeans, a simple shirt, and a great jacket can create a very strong casual look, but there's an important rule to dress for the environment. If it's extremely hot outside, wearing multiple heavy layers isn't going to make you look stylish, it's going to make you look uncomfortable. And when you're sweating through your clothes, no outfit is going to save you. During summer, choose lighter materials. Try an open linen shirt over a t-shirt. Use a lightweight overshirt. Choose breathable fabrics. During colder months, you can experiment with heavier jackets, wool coats, sweaters, and other layers. The goal isn't simply to add more clothing. It's to add the right clothing. Layering also gives you more opportunities to express your personality. A minimalist might prefer a simple neutral jacket. Someone with a more rugged style might choose leather or denim. Someone with a classic style might prefer a structured coat. There isn't one correct answer. The best layer is the one that fits your wardrobe and feels natural on you. Number 9, quality underwear. And finally, we're talking about something that most people aren't going to see when you're fully dressed. Underwear, specifically boxer briefs. Now, this might seem like a strange thing to include on a list about attractive men's style, but it actually makes sense. Good underwear affects the way your clothes fit. A comfortable pair of boxer briefs can provide a clean, streamlined foundation underneath your trousers or jeans. And when you're wearing clothes that fit properly, the entire outfit tends to look better. This is one of those areas where quality matters more than showing off. Nobody needs to know what brand you're wearing. You don't need some giant logo across the waistband. You just need something comfortable, supportive, clean, and appropriate for your body. And honestly, that's a good rule for your entire wardrobe. Don't focus so much on impressing other people that you forget about your own comfort. Because confidence comes from feeling comfortable in what you're wearing. If you're constantly adjusting your clothes, pulling at your shirt, worrying about your trousers, or wondering whether your shoes are hurting you, you're not going to look relaxed. And relaxed is attractive. So yes, underwear might not be the most glamorous part of men's fashion, but having the right basics underneath everything else can make a real difference. Final thoughts. So there you have it. 9 things women commonly find attractive when men wear them: a great suit, a button-down or linen shirt, a simple white or black t-shirt, a good fragrance, a watch, a subtle chain, great shoes, well-chosen layers, and quality underwear. But before you run out and buy all 9 things, I want you to remember the most important part of this entire conversation. You don't need to dress for every woman. You need to dress in a way that makes sense for you. If you hate suits, don't suddenly buy 5 suits because someone on the internet said women love them. If you don't like chains, don't wear a chain. If you prefer sneakers over loafers, wear sneakers. If you love streetwear, embrace it. If you prefer classic menswear, embrace that. Your clothes should communicate something about who you are. The real goal of style isn't to create a costume. It's to make the outside match the person you want to present to the world. And if you want a simple starting point, don't overcomplicate it. Start with the fundamentals. Make sure your clothes fit properly. Keep your shoes cleaned. Invest in a few high-quality basics. Find a fragrance you genuinely enjoy. Have one outfit that makes you feel incredibly confident. Add 1 or 2 accessories that feel natural, and learn how to combine those pieces. That's enough. You don't need a wardrobe filled with hundreds of items. You need a wardrobe where the things you own actually work together. And remember, confidence isn't something you can buy. A $5,000 watch won't automatically make you confident. A designer suit won't automatically make you charismatic. An expensive fragrance won't automatically make people attracted to you. Those things can enhance your presentation, but you are still the person wearing them. Your personality matters. Your grooming matters. The way you treat people matters. The way you communicate matters. And perhaps most importantly, being comfortable with yourself matters. Fashion should help you express that confidence, not replace it. So take these 9 ideas as inspiration rather than a strict rule book. Experiment, try different combinations. Figure out what works with your body, your lifestyle, your environment, and your personality. You might discover that something you never thought you'd wear actually looks fantastic on you. And you might also discover that something everyone online recommends simply isn't your thing. That's okay. Personal style is supposed to be personal. The best-dressed man isn't necessarily the man wearing the most expensive clothes. He's often the man who understands what works for him, wears it confidently, and doesn't constantly worry about whether everyone else approves. So start with the basics. Get the fit right. Keep everything clean. Pay attention to the little details. And most importantly, wear your clothes with confidence. Because at the end of the day, the most attractive thing you can wear isn't a suit, a watch, a chain, or a particular pair of shoes. It's confidence in who you are. Thanks so much for watching. And I hope this gave you some useful ideas for upgrading your wardrobe without making things unnecessarily complicated. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which of these 9 style choices you personally think looks best on a man. And remember, wear what makes you feel like the best version of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.